In 2015, Donovan Mitchell was ranked the 43rd best player in his high school class by ESPN. At the time, scouts questioned his shooting consistency, size for a two-guard, and overall polish as a scorer at the next level. He was seen as a good athlete with potential, but few believed he'd develop into a superstar. Fast forward to today, and it's clear that Donovan Mitchell has completely shattered expectations and proven those scouts wrong. He's become an all-star, one of the most dominant scoring guards in the NBA, and the franchise cornerstone of the Cleveland Cavaliers. His elite shot-making, explosive athleticism, and ability to take over games in the clutch have turned him into one of the most dangerous players in the league. It's safe to say some scouts completely misjudged Mitchell's potential coming out of high school. But in order for the scouts to underrate Donovan Mitchell, they had to have overrated plenty of players ranked ahead of him. So in today's video, we're going to take a deep dive and see what exactly happened to the 42 players ranked higher than Mitchell. Let's break it down. The first ranked player in the class was Ben Simmons. Simmons dominated in high school and at LSU, becoming the first overall pick in the 2016 NBA draft. He started off strong, Rookie of the Year, multiple All-Star selections, but poor shooting, playoff failures, and mental hurdles tanked his value. Once heralded as the next LeBron James, Simmons' reluctance to shoot and his injuries became defining storylines of his fall from grace. The second-ranked player in the class was Skal Labissière. He showed promise at Kentucky, but underwhelmed, leading him to being picked 28th overall in the 2016 NBA draft. He played 4 NBA seasons, averaging 7 points per game, and hasn't appeared in the league since 2020. Despite early flashes in Sacramento and Portland, he never found a consistent role or expanded his game beyond being a finesse big. The third-ranked player in the class was Brandon Ingram. After a standout year at Duke, he was selected second overall by the Lakers in 2016. Now a star forward with the Raptors, Ingram has been an all-star and former most improved player, averaging 19-plus points per game for his career. He developed into a polished scorer with elite length and mid-range touch. The fourth-ranked player in the class was Jaylen Brown. We all know how great Jaylen Brown is. Brown played 1 season at Cal before being drafted 3rd by the Celtics. Now a multiple-time All-Star, Finals MVP, and an elite two-way player, Brown has more than lived up to the hype and is one of the greatest success stories from this recruiting class. The 5th-ranked player in the class was Henry Ellenson. He was a stat sheet stuffer at Marquette and was drafted 18th overall, but never adapted to the NBA. Ellenson averaged just 4 points and 2 rebounds across 4 seasons. Though he had size and shooting potential, his lack of lateral quickness and defensive impact made it hard to stick in today's league. The 6th-ranked player in the class was Diamond Stone. He played 1 season at Maryland and was drafted 40th overall in the 2016 NBA draft. It's safe to say his NBA career was quite short, as he played a total of just 24 minutes in his entire NBA career. He's now playing internationally. Despite his imposing frame and high school dominance, his limited mobility and conditioning issues hampered his transition to the pro game. The 7th-ranked player in the class was Cheick Diallo. Diallo was the McDonald's All-American Game and Jordan Brand Classic MVP in 2016. He went to Kansas but unfortunately did not see the court much at all. He was drafted 33rd overall in 2016 and played for the Pelicans and Suns, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds. A high-motor big, Diallo had energy and hustle but lacked the offensive polish or defensive versatility to stay in the league long-term. The 8th-ranked player in the class was Ivan Rabb. Drafted 35th overall in 2017, he played 2 seasons for the Grizzlies, averaging 5 points and 4 rebounds before falling out of the league. Once projected as a lottery pick during his freshman year, Rabb's draft stock fell after a return to college and questions about his ceiling. The 9th-ranked player in the class was Caleb Swanigan. A dominant force at Purdue and a former Big Ten Player of the Year, Swanigan's journey from homelessness to the NBA was inspirational. Drafted 26th in 2017, he had a short NBA career and tragically passed away in 2022 at the age of 25. Rest in peace, Caleb Swanigan. The 10th-ranked player in the class was Malik Newman. He played at Mississippi State and Kansas, but went undrafted in 2018. He appeared in just 2 NBA games and now plays overseas. Though he shined during Kansas's Final Four run, Newman never consistently lived up to the elite shooting guard potential that he showed in high school. The 11th ranked player in the class was Chase Jeter. A 6'10 center with touch around the rim, Jeter committed to Duke with big expectations. But after an underwhelming freshman season, he transferred to Arizona where he put up modest stats but never quite broke out. Despite the size and pedigree, Jeter went undrafted and never appeared in an NBA game. He eventually pursued a pro career overseas, but the NBA dream never materialized. The 12th ranked player in the class was Steven Zimmerman. A 7-footer with mobility, Zimmerman looked like a modern NBA big during his high school days. He played 1 season at UNLV before being selected 41st overall in the 2016 draft by the Magic. He appeared in 19 games as a rookie, but never quite found his footing in the league. After that, it was mostly G League and international stops, but his potential never turned into production. The 13th ranked player in the class was Isaiah Briscoe. A bulldog of a guard from New Jersey, Briscoe was a McDonald's All-American who started at Kentucky for 2 seasons. Though his jumper was shaky, he was known for his strength and finishing ability. After going undrafted in 2017, he earned a contract with the Orlando Magic and played 39 games during the 2018-19 season, averaging 3.5 points and 2.2 assists. His stint was brief, and he hasn't played in the NBA since, continuing his career overseas. The 14th ranked player in the class was Dwayne Bacon. A strong scoring wing out of Florida State, Bacon was taken in the 2nd round of the 2017 draft by the Pelicans and traded to Charlotte. He played 4 seasons in the NBA, 3 with the Hornets and 1 with the Magic, averaging 7 points per game over 207 games. While he never quite broke out as a starter, he carved out a respectable career as a rotational scorer. Since 2021, he's taken his talents abroad, playing in France and other top international leagues. The 15th ranked player in the class was Antonio Blakeney. A high-volume scorer at LSU, Blakeney went undrafted in 2017 but quickly made waves in the G League, earning Rookie of the Year honors. He played 76 games for the Chicago Bulls over 2 seasons, averaging 7.5 points per game, often serving as instant offense off the bench. Though he didn't stick in the NBA, his scoring ability translated well internationally, where he's played in China and other leagues. The 16th ranked player in the class was Jalen Brunson. A seasoned floor general and the son of an NBA vet, Brunson led Villanova to 2 national championships and won National Player of the Year in 2018. Drafted 33rd overall by the Mavericks, he slowly earned minutes before breaking out as Luka Doncic's sidekick. In 2022, he signed with the Knicks and instantly became the team's leader. Now an All-Star, All-NBA guard, and MVP candidate, Brunson has become one of the most efficient point guards in the game, an undeniable draft steal and arguably the best success story in the class. The 17th ranked player in the class was Derek Thornton. Thornton reclassified early to join Duke but struggled to find his rhythm as a freshman. He transferred to USC, then later to Boston College, bouncing around without ever meeting expectations. Once considered a 5-star floor general, he went undrafted and now plays internationally. The 18th ranked player in the class was Alonzo Trier. Nicknamed ISO Zoe for his scoring prowess, Trier had a standout run at Arizona and went undrafted in 2018, but he quickly signed with the Knicks and had a strong rookie season, averaging 10.9 points per game while flashing serious scoring ability. Unfortunately, off-court concerns and team direction led to his release in 2020. Trier has played internationally since, but it was a brief flash of what could have been. The 19th ranked player in the class was PJ Dozier. Dozier went undrafted in 2017, but proved himself through G League work ethic and stints with Boston and Denver. A long, versatile guard known for his defense, he became a key piece of the Nuggets rotation during the 2020 and 2021 seasons. He averaged 7.7 points, 3.6 rebounds, and 1.8 assists in 2021 before a torn ACL derailed his progress. While he hasn't stuck with a team since, his defensive versatility and professionalism made him a solid NBA contributor. The 20th ranked player in the class was Thomas Bryant. A physical big man from Indiana, Bryant was drafted 42nd overall in 2017 by the Lakers, but found his stride with the Wizards. In the 19-20 season, he averaged 13.2 points and 7.2 rebounds while shooting over 40% from deep, showcasing a rare combination of energy and shooting for a center. Injuries slowed him down, but he's continued to find roles as a backup big, playing for teams like Denver and Miami. He's still in the league today, proving his value as a high-effort role player. The 21st ranked player was Carlton Bragg. A stretch big with loads of potential, Bragg began at Kansas before transferring to New Mexico. Unfortunately, multiple off-court incidents and legal trouble ended any chance he had of being drafted. He's since played overseas, but never came close to touching the NBA. The 22nd ranked player in the class was Deontay Davis, a first-round talent who surprisingly slipped to 31st overall in 2016. Davis had a strong rookie season with Memphis, averaging 5.8 points and 4 rebounds. But his development stalled and he bounced around between the NBA and G League. He played 98 games over 3 seasons and has since continued his career overseas. The 23rd ranked player was Malachi Richardson. He helped Syracuse make a Final Four run in 2016, which elevated his draft stock. Selected 22nd overall by the Hornets and then traded to the Kings, he never became a consistent contributor. He played in just 70 games across 3 seasons before falling out of the league completely. The 24th ranked player in the class was Luke Kennard. Known for his pure shooting stroke, Kennard was drafted 12th overall by the Pistons in 2017. He's since played for the Clippers and Grizzlies, becoming one of the most accurate three-point shooters in the NBA. In 2023, he led the league in three-point percentage, hitting over 49% from deep. Though not a star, his elite floor spacing has made him a valuable rotation piece on playoff-caliber teams. The 25th ranked player was Jalen Adams. He was a scoring guard at UConn but went undrafted in 2019. Despite showing flashes in the G League, Adams never made an NBA roster. He's now playing overseas, continuing his career internationally. The 26th ranked player in the class was Dedrick Lawson. A walking double-double at both Memphis and Kansas, Lawson had the production but not the athleticism NBA scouts wanted. He went undrafted in 2019 and has played professionally in South Korea and across Europe. The 27th ranked player was Tyler Davis. A powerful big man from Texas A&M, Davis earned all SEC honors but lacked the mobility for the modern NBA. He played briefly in the G League before moving to overseas leagues like Puerto Rico and Korea. The 28th ranked player was Malik Beasley. Drafted 19th overall by the Nuggets, Beasley steadily improved into a reliable scorer. He averaged 20.7 points per game with the Timberwolves in 2021 and became known for his catch-and-shoot ability. After bouncing between the Lakers, Jazz, and Bucks, Beasley has remained a sought-after shooter and microwave scorer in the league. He's currently a key piece on a contending roster. The 29th ranked player in the class was Ray Smith. Smith was a 6'8" forward with athleticism and serious upside. Many expected him to be a one-and-done at Arizona. But tragedy struck not once, not twice, but 3 times. Smith tore his ACL in both knees, including one during his very first Arizona practice. He never played a single college game and eventually retired from basketball altogether before stepping on the court in a competitive NCAA or NBA game. A heartbreaking case of what could have been. The 30th ranked player in the class was Derrick Jones Jr. Known as one of the most explosive leapers in high school, Jones went undrafted in 2016 but didn't stay under the radar for long. He signed with the Suns, then later became a key role player for the Heat, where his defense, energy, and high-flying dunks stood out. In 2020, he won the NBA Slam Dunk Contest, putting his freak athleticism on display. Jones has since carved out a solid NBA career, playing for several playoff teams and thriving in defensive-minded roles. A true grinder who made it despite the odds. The 31st ranked player was Elijah Thomas. He was a bruising post presence at Clemson, known for his defense and rebounding. Though he made noise in college, Thomas went undrafted and never made an NBA appearance. Instead, he's built a career overseas and in the G League, continuing to contribute as a traditional big man in a guard-driven era. The 32nd ranked player in the class was Deng Adel. Born in South Sudan and raised in Australia, Adel was a long wing with two-way potential. He starred at Louisville before signing with the Cavs, appearing in 19 games during the 2018-19 season. While his NBA stint was brief, he's remained in the pro circuit, playing in the G League, Australia, and various other overseas leagues. The 33rd ranked player was Juwan Evans. A lightning-quick point guard at Oklahoma State, Evans was taken 39th overall in the 2017 draft by the Sixers and traded to the Clippers. He played 56 games in the NBA, primarily with LA, showing some promise as a floor general. But standing just 5'11", his size and inconsistent shooting hurt his staying power in the league. He's continued playing overseas and in the G League, but his NBA window closed quickly. The 34th ranked player was Jalen Coleman. Coleman had an unusually long college career, playing for 5 different schools due to redshirts and injuries, including Illinois, DePaul, and Syracuse. Despite his sharpshooting ability, Coleman went undrafted and never made an NBA roster. He's since taken his talents overseas. The 35th ranked player was DJ Hogg. At 6'9" with a smooth jumper, Hogg looked like the prototypical stretch forward at Texas A&M. However, questions about his motor and consistency led to him going undrafted in 2018. Hogg has spent time in the G League and has played internationally, but never cracked an NBA rotation. The 36th ranked player in the class was King McClure. A well-respected guard at Baylor, McClure's toughness and leadership made him a fan favorite. He dealt with a heart condition that nearly ended his playing career, but managed to stay on the court. While he never made it to the NBA, McClure made a major pivot, now working as a college basketball analyst for ESPN, proving there's more than one way to make a name in the game. The 37th ranked player was Justin Simon. A strong perimeter defender with size, Simon played at Arizona and then St. John's, earning all defensive honors in college. He went undrafted but has had a successful career in the G League and overseas, including winning Defensive Player of the Year in Australia's NBL. While he never broke through to the NBA, he's built a reputation as a defensive anchor wherever he goes. The 38th ranked player was Tyler Dorsey. A key piece of Oregon's 2017 Final Four run, Dorsey was drafted in the second round by the Atlanta Hawks. He played over 100 NBA games, including time with the Grizzlies where he averaged nearly 10 points per game in stretches. Eventually, he transitioned to Europe where he thrived, playing in the EuroLeague and even representing the Greek national team. Dorsey's career didn't stick in the NBA, but he's found major success overseas. The 39th ranked player in the class was Brandon Sampson. A high-flying wing at LSU, Sampson went undrafted in 2018 but signed briefly with the Bulls. He appeared in 14 NBA games, mostly during the 2018-19 season, averaging 5.1 points per game. Since then, he's played in the G League and international leagues, still chasing his pro basketball dream. The 40th ranked player was Chimezie Metu. A bouncy big from USC, Metu was drafted 49th overall in 2018 by the Spurs. He later joined the Kings and became a reliable role player, known for his energy, rim protection, and occasional three-point shooting. He's played in over 200 NBA games, including playoff appearances, and is still active as a rotation big. A solid long-term contributor who truly worked his way up. The 41st ranked player in the class was Prince Ali. He played at UCLA, where injuries derailed much of his early development. Despite flashes of athleticism and defense, Ali never made it to the NBA. He's played professionally overseas since finishing college, continuing his basketball journey internationally. The 42nd ranked player in the class was Charles Matthews. A 6'6" wing who transferred from Kentucky to Michigan, Matthews was known for his defensive potential and athleticism. He helped lead Michigan to the NCAA title game in 2018, but tragedy struck when he tore his ACL during a pre-draft workout in 2019. That injury devastated his draft stock, and though he returned to play in the G League and abroad, he never made an NBA appearance. A tough break for a player who was on the cusp. Although Donovan Mitchell was ranked as low as 43rd in the 2015 recruiting class, he easily became one of the best players in the entire group. Despite being overlooked, he turned himself into a multi-time NBA All-Star and a franchise player. Meanwhile, dozens of players ranked ahead of him failed to reach their potential, proving that scouting rankings don't predict future greatness. It's safe to say that there are no players on this list who are definitely better than Mitchell. In the conversation are Jalen Brunson and Jaylen Brown, and even those are debatable conversations at this point. The craziest part? Only Simmons, Ingram, Brown, Brunson, and Malik Beasley are still currently in the NBA from the top 42 players, and the first three were the top 3 picks in the NBA draft the following year in 2016. Mitchell's journey from an overlooked prospect ranked 43rd in his class to a multi-time NBA All-Star and franchise cornerstone is a testament to the fact that rankings are just numbers and do not define a player's potential. Despite being underrated by scouts, Mitchell worked tirelessly to develop his game, proving that talent combined with relentless work ethic is what really determines success at the next level. Now, let's ask the real question. Was Donovan Mitchell the biggest steal of the 2017 NBA draft? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, you'll definitely like either of the 2 videos right here, which are about the 34 recruits ranked higher than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the 20 recruits ranked higher than LaMelo Ball. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.